Hey guys, this is Tiffany, and I wanted to share with you my summer tubs. It is my very first time to summer tub or patio pond or whatever, and wanted to share with you what we have going on here. So this first round tub has mixed guppies in it, so mutt guppies. The water is not very clear. I don't know what's going on there, but they're doing fine. I don't know if it's turning into green water or what. But their colors are just so vibrant outside. Even though the water's not clear, their colors really pop. So these round tubs have a little plant shelf in them. Actually, there's 3 plant shelves, but I just attached the baskets to the side. And it's going real well. I have some creeping Jenny and this clover, some kind of clover, and I think it's called canna lilies. And so the lilies are about to bloom. Then this big 100-gallon tub, I have white clouds. They're longfin white clouds. And they have been breeding up a storm. I was so pleased to find little fry swimming around in this tub. I knew that they were breeding, and I knew that there were fry in these baskets with the plants, but I didn't know if the fry were actually able to live in the pond. So I was so excited to see fry in here, and I was kind of trying to shield the sun and also kind of waving my hand around so that maybe they thought I was going to feed them. So there is like little tiny fry in this basket. I'm not sure if you can see it, but the holes in the side allow them to come in and kind of hide there. There's not a whole lot of flow. And it also protects them from the bigger fish. And then when they get big enough, I don't know what big enough is, but when at some point, apparently they leave the basket. And I'm not saying none of them get eaten, but there's a lot of them that have lived. And I was so excited to be able to see that. So this pond I set up first because the white clouds not needing a very high temperature. I think I don't know exactly when I put them in the pond, but I think they've been in there at probably 4 weeks. I'd have to look back. I'm not exactly sure. But you can probably see them a little bit better in this basket. They're just tiny little things, I think, kind of towards the bottom left. And you can tell, well, in person you can tell. I don't know if it shows on video, but there's different sizes of the fry. And then some of the, I don't know if you'd say larger fry are out swimming. So I was just so excited to see that the fry, once they leave the basket, that at least a good number of them are living. They're not getting eaten by the adults. So I have not been able to breed these guys inside, but they were in a pretty small tank inside. And I think when I first got some of the white clouds, I don't know if they were even old enough to breed. So check out the roots on that floating plant. I can't remember what they're called. And I did put some spawning mops in there. You can kind of see the yarn and the cork right there in the middle. I think they were using those before the plants got such a root system. I probably could take those spawning mops out because the plants have grown in quite nicely over, maybe a month and a half almost. And which tub is this? Oh, okay. This third tub, what I put in it did not live. So I could not see in this. I had a little accident with a plant because I've never made ponds and planted ponds before. And I spilled a whole bunch of dirt and aquatic soil, which is basically clay, in that pond that doesn't seem to have anything in it. So 2 out of 3 is not bad. I'm going to try again, and I'm going to put some fish in that pond and see if we can get it going. But I never cleaned up the dirt in the bottom, and that other pond, that third pond is just so murky I can't even see in it. But so the guppies are doing great. I also have some guppies inside that are mixed guppies, but I just chose some to put outside. And then I think this is when I was going to feed them. Yeah, I have this electric pepper grinder that I saw on Michael's Fish Room. Shout out to Michael. And it does great. There's Vibra bites in it right now. And it's an easy way to feed small fish, or to even feeds fish that maybe, don't. I think it would be really easy to have somebody else feed your fish with that. So I really like it. You could put all kinds of things in it, and it makes it super easy. It does require batteries, but I think it's quite a find, and it's easy to just grab and feed smaller fish, even pretty small fish. I do have some fry inside that need like powder food, and actually I do feed some powder food called golden pearls, and also some freeze-dried cyclops, and to the little fry in the baskets that I showed you. So I do feed that to them like once a day, just to kind of help be sure that they're getting enough. And I'm feeding it to some of the indoor fry also. And then sometimes I feed rapashi, just the powder. I don't actually mix it up. I just feed the powder rapashi to the little bitty fry, because there are some fry that I think can't. The white cloud fry in these baskets, I think, are too small to eat what's coming out of this pepper grinder. Some of them are. When they're brand new, they're too small, so they need something even smaller. But I was just trying to feed the bigger fry, the bigger babies, and the adults today, with right now anyway, with this. So that's what's going on. We got lots of white clouds, and we got a lot of guppies. But watch them eat this up. They just go crazy. And it doesn't matter what I throw in there. They'll come over there and eat it. Check out the colors on some of these guys. It's really incredible. That's awfully warm. So this is what's powering the ponds now. This is a Whisper 100. So it has 2 outlets. And it's just going out the door. The small pond, it tees. It wasn't feeding them equally, so I put something to regulate the airflow so that it's more equal between the ponds. I don't know why I couldn't get it to be equal otherwise, but it's approximately equal now. And then the one goes to the big pond. And I do have a check valve. I don't know if that's needed, but I think it probably is, just in case. There's two zip ties. Two zip ties put together. They're like 11-inch. They're the longest ones I could find, but they go underneath. These holes were already here. There's holes in here every so often. But I did have to drill holes. I did have to drill holes in these round tubs. They have some little plant shelves, but they're just too small. They're just too small. And I guess it doesn't matter for the live bearers, for the guppies, but it's worked out really well for the fry in here. I don't know if you can see these little have these baskets. And then they can go through these holes. You can go through the holes in the basket when they're apparently ready. I was afraid that they were getting eaten. I wasn't sure, but you can tell there's a lot of fry, different sizes. So I am so excited to see that the fry are still alive after they go out into the big tub. Because I was afraid I wasn't seeing the fry swimming. They have really good color for such small fish. And, well, in sunlight. And up here where I fed them, like, feed us again. This is the original setup I had for the air pumps and the battery pack that was powering 3 USB air pumps. I just found some old pots and turned them upside down and put the USB air pumps in between to protect them from rain or elements or whatever. And then there is a solar charging panel on that, but it just didn't do well. The solar charging panel would take, it said, a whole week to charge. And a full charge, of course, there's 3 devices on it, but it only lasted about 2 days. And then I'd have to charge it again. So it was just becoming a real pain. And I finally got tired of it. And I just went ahead and plugged in an air pump in the garage and ran the airline tubing across the patio a little ways, which really wasn't that far. So that's what we have going on. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have questions or comments, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.